Hey everyone, welcome back to Modest Money Channel. Today, I'm diving deep into Morningstar, one of the biggest names in investment research. In this Morningstar review, I'll get into the benefits of their service, as well as some drawbacks you should consider before signing up. Also, I have a huge Morningstar discount offer, so you'll want to stick around for that. I want to start with some quick background. Morningstar was started way back in 1984. With over 40 years bringing investment research, it is clear they are doing something right. Their platform covers everything from stocks and ETFs to mutual funds and bonds, and their research is used by some of the biggest names in finance. Morningstar has grown into a global powerhouse with over 5,000 professionals across 27 countries. They're analyzing more than 620,000 investments, from stocks and ETFs to mutual funds and bonds. And if you're wondering just how big they are, check this out. They manage over $215 billion in assets and pull in more than $1.7 billion in revenue each year. So, yeah, they're kind of a big deal. That's why you'll find Morningstar reports being used by top financial firms worldwide. What's really cool about Morningstar is their focus on independence and transparency. They built their entire reputation on providing unbiased, reliable research that both professionals and individual investors trust. But don't just take my word for it. Let's dig into what users are actually saying about the Morningstar Investor app. Over on the Apple App Store, it's got a pretty solid 4.0 out of 5 stars from over 7,000 users, which is a good sign that it's making a positive impact. Now, I was browsing through some of the reviews, and here's one that stood out to me. He raves about how useful the app is for keeping all his investments in one place. Reading through many reviews, I noticed many users mention how simple it is to enter the market symbols and purchase prices and get real-time updates on everything. That is the type of access and information you need if you are going to stay up on the market. Then there's another review from another user who's all about the app's customizable data. What I really liked about his review is how he mentions that Morningstar's conservative approach to fair value estimates might be a bit late to the party sometimes, but in his eyes, that's actually a plus. It shows they're cautious and thorough, which is exactly what I think you should want if you're looking for reliable long-term investments. As far as negative reviews go, this was the most common complaint. They make the cancellation process a hassle. It seems you need to call them and wait on hold to cancel your subscription. I understand this is a pain, so if you do decide to go with Morningstar, just realize that at the end of your relationship, you will have to make a phone call to get off the hook for the subscription fees. The other most common complaint I found was technical problems. The website will occasionally have glitches that sometimes get resolved quickly, and other times, users report them taking too long. This can definitely be annoying, but seems to be the exception rather than the rule. Overall, people seem to appreciate the app's depth of information and the way it presents data in a clear, easy-to-digest format. All right, let's dive into the features that make Morningstar a standout in the world of investment research. Morningstar Investor, previously known as Morningstar Premium, is their flagship subscription service. It's packed with a bunch of tools and resources created to help you make smarter investment decisions. One of the standout features is the Morningstar Star Rating System. This widely recognized rating, ranging from 1 to 5 stars, helps investors quickly assess the quality of mutual funds, ETFs, and other assets based on their risk-adjusted historical performance. It's like having a built-in cheat sheet that gives you a quick read on how a fund or stock has performed relative to its peers. Then there's the Portfolio X-ray tool, a personal favorite of mine. Think of it as an MRI for your portfolio. It goes beyond just listing your stocks or funds. This powerful tool lets you see the true diversification of your portfolio by peeling back the layers, even down to the individual stocks held within the mutual funds or ETFs you own. You can quickly see if you're overly concentrated in one area, helping you make adjustments to optimize your returns and manage risks better. If you're into numbers, like I am, you'll appreciate Morningstar's detailed analysis. They don't just give you basic data, they offer a quantitative rating system, which provides a more objective view by comparing assets across categories. Their independent analysts provide insights on thousands of securities, from individual stocks to bonds, and their analyst ratings can help you get a sense of an asset's future potential. Morningstar Investor also offers screeners for stocks and funds. These tools allow you to filter through thousands of investment opportunities by criteria like expense ratio, market price, and more. This can save you time if you're looking for specific types of investments or trying to narrow down a list of potential picks. All right, let's talk about one of my favorite parts of Morningstar Investor. Its educational resources. Whether you're just dipping your toes into the world of investing or you've been around the block a few times, Morningstar's got something for everyone. First off, they offer a series of educational webinars and investing guides that cover a ton of different topics. These aren't just for the newbies either. Even if you're an experienced investor, you'll find plenty of valuable insights to help you revisit the foundational principles that are key to smart investing. I like how they break down complex concepts into bite-sized, understandable pieces. You can dive into topics like building wealth through stocks, mutual funds, or ETFs, whatever suits your investment style. And it's not just about learning what to invest in, but also about understanding why certain strategies work and how they align with your long-term financial goals. If you're serious about mastering the fundamentals of long-term investing, Morningstar's educational content can help you get there. You'll learn the core frameworks for making smarter investment decisions, like how to build a diversified portfolio that's perfectly tuned to your personal goals and risk tolerance. And let's not forget the 7-day free trial. This is a great way to test the waters and see if Morningstar is a good fit for you. You get full access to the platform's features, including their investment research, screeners, and analyst reports, without committing financially. I always respect a company that is willing to let you take their service on a test drive before committing. Likewise, I'm always skeptical of a company that doesn't offer free trials. What are they hiding? All right, now I want to talk about what it costs. The Morningstar Investor subscription is priced at $249 per year, or if you prefer, you can go month to month at $34.95. But here's the kicker. You can save an additional $50 on an annual plan with the code MM50, bringing the cost down to $199 for the first year. And if you're a student, it gets even better. With a valid EDU email address, you can get the annual plan for just $25. Not bad for a service that covers over 600,000 investments and offers insights used by top financial firms. So, is Morningstar worth it? If you're a long-term investor serious about building and managing a well-diversified portfolio, I'd say so. With tools like the Portfolio X-ray and the trusted star rating system, you have the bedrock of the research you need to beat the market. If you do decide to choose them, don't forget to use code MM50 to snag that discount. A link can be found in the description. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this Morningstar review, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And as always, happy investing. See you in the next video.